God warns, your person is not who you think they are. A masked truth is about to come to light, and you must be ready. Archangel Michael says the veil is lifting, and what's been hidden in shadows is moving toward the light. Your person, the one you've trusted, believed in, leaned on, is not who they appeared to be. A mask is about to fall, and with it, the illusion you've carried in your heart. This is not to scare you, but to prepare you. Spirit has been whispering warnings in your dreams and gut feelings. Those signs you've been ignoring weren't just thoughts, they were divine alerts. Their words have been polished with charm. But underneath the surface is a storm they hoped you'd never see. They've been building a version of themselves that doesn't match the truth. This moment was always coming. It's not punishment, it's revelation. And the time is almost here. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They've smiled in your face while hiding the truth behind their back. They've kept certain conversations locked away and shared only versions they knew you'd accept. But what's buried doesn't stay buried forever. Energy never lies, even when people do. You felt it, haven't you? The subtle shifts, the strange coldness, the unexplained distance. They wear two faces, one for the world, and one for their true intentions. And now, the line between those faces is fading. The real them is rising, and it's not what you expected. You deserve to know what's been happening behind your back. And soon, you will. Type Amen to get blessing 942. The truth will come from a surprising source. Not from their mouth, but from someone who sees what you cannot. Someone who has watched in silence, but can no longer keep quiet. You won't have to search for evidence. It will arrive, loud and undeniable. A message, a photo, a confession. You may feel betrayed. But betrayal is only painful when love was real. And your love has been nothing short of loyal. The mask will fall in a moment when they think you aren't watching. That's when clarity will hit like thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 274. They have been hiding not just actions, but intentions. Plans made without your knowledge. Agreements whispered in secret. Their energy has been speaking louder than their voice. You've seen glimpses. Now you'll see everything. You'll look into their eyes and finally recognize what's been hiding. It won't feel like discovery, it'll feel like remembering. Your spirit has known all along. But your heart tried to protect you from it. Type Amen to get blessing 1877. You wanted to believe in their better side. You held on longer than most would have. That's because your love is real, and your loyalty runs deep. But love should never blind you from truth. And now, that truth is ready to surface. Not to hurt you, but to free you. They've spoken your name in places they shouldn't have. They've twisted your story to protect their own image. While you defended them in silence, they painted you as a shadow in their light. That light is about to burn out. And what's left behind will reveal everything they tried to keep hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 5085. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You might feel anger at first. That's normal. Let it move through you, but don't let it stay. You are not being broken, you are being unbound. Freed from the illusions you were never meant to carry. This person was sent into your life as a lesson, not a lifetime. Their chapter is ending. And the final page is being written now. You have to see them for who they really are, not who you wanted them to be. Type Amen to get blessing 311. Soon, a conversation will unfold that will shake you. You'll hear words that will sound unfamiliar from their mouth. But they are not new, they've just been buried. They've been pretending to be something they're not for too long. Now, the mask has become too heavy. It's slipping. And when it drops, you'll know what was real and what was rehearsed. You'll feel the difference in your bones. What breaks your heart will also break your chains. Type Amen to get blessing 1047. You've been praying for clarity, for direction, for signs. This is the answer. It may not come in the form you expected, but it's the truth your spirit cried out for. They are not your enemy, but they are not your future. Their presence in your life has expired, and this moment is the divine expiration notice. No more false love. No more secret stories. No more pretending everything is okay. The light is here, and it's shining on everything. Type Amen to get blessing 2290. They thought you would never notice. They underestimated your intuition. But you are more awake than they imagined. You stayed quiet because you were observing. You were gathering energy, not excuses. You've been waiting for the truth to speak for itself. And now it will. Loud. Clear. Undeniable. This revelation will hurt, yes. But it will also heal. Type Amen to get blessing 366. You gave them chances. You extended grace even when it wasn't deserved. You forgave silence, lies, and distance. But grace was never meant to be abused. And what they took for weakness will soon be their biggest regret. They could have been honest. They chose comfort instead of courage. But lies are never a foundation. You will be protected through all of this. Nothing sent to destroy you will succeed. Type Amen to get blessing 1210. There is something they didn't tell you. A detail that changes everything. It was withheld because they feared how strong you truly are. They built an entire illusion to avoid facing who you are when you know the truth. Because when you know the truth, you become unstoppable. They tried to control the narrative. But truth needs no defense. It arrives like a flood and washes everything away. And what remains after that is real. Solid. Yours. Type Amen to get blessing 7903. Archangel Michael says you are divinely shielded. No false mask can stand in the presence of your awakening. You were born for clarity. You are not being punished, you're being positioned. Pulled out of deception and into power. The mask will come off in public or private, but it will fall. And you will rise. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 644. They are already feeling the pressure. The weight of truth getting closer. The fear of being seen fully. They never expected you to evolve. They thought you would remain the same version they once manipulated. But you're not the same. You've grown. You've awakened. You are walking in discernment now. What they once hid behind will no longer protect them. Type Amen to get blessing 8991. You may notice them acting strange, nervous, or overly kind. That's not change, it's strategy. An attempt to distract you from what's coming. But your soul is sharp now. Your eyes are clear. You see what they don't say. They had a choice to come clean. Instead, they chose performance. Now, the show is over. And you're about to witness who they really are. Type Amen to get blessing 1880. The universe will send signs. Conversations will reveal patterns. Someone close to them will slip, and everything will unravel. This won't be by accident. It's a divine setup. A necessary storm to cleanse your life. Don't resist the truth. Let it guide you. Let it protect you from deeper pain. This is your exit. This is your escape. This is your elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 3515. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You'll feel it before you hear it. You'll sense the shift in the air, in your spirit, in the way they move around you. Trust those feelings. They are not imagination, they are instructions from above. You're not crazy. You're being warned. And the warning is mercy in disguise. Because what you walk away from now, you won't have to recover from later. Type Amen to get blessing 2097. They know the truth is close to being exposed. That's why they're suddenly being more careful. Watching what they say. Shaping their words with fear instead of love. It's not that they've changed. It's that they've been caught by the energy of your awakening. They can feel your spirit backing away. And that terrifies them. Because once your heart lets go, it never returns the same way. They've taken you for granted. But that door is closing now. Type Amen to get blessing 4777. You won't need to force anything. The mask will slip on its own. One careless word, one unexpected witness, one divine moment, and it all crumbles. You may not even have to speak. The truth will do the talking. The energy will do the revealing. You'll simply sit in the silence while everything shifts around you. That's what justice feels like when heaven is behind it. Type Amen to get blessing 1524. Their greatest fear isn't losing you, it's being seen. Being exposed. Being stripped of the character they carefully created. They worked hard to appear like your protector, your lover, your answer. But they were building a version of themselves to gain control, not to offer truth. You are too powerful to be controlled now. Your eyes have opened. Your energy is no longer available to what's false. This is your divine separation. Type Amen to get blessing 905. You will look back at this moment one day and understand why it had to happen. Not for revenge, but for redirection. You were never meant to stay small to fit into someone else's shadow. You are meant to stand in the light, even if it means standing alone for a while. That loneliness will not last. What's coming after this exposure will be real. Solid. Anointed. This pain is not punishment, it's purification. Type Amen to get blessing 3160. Archangel Michael says the mask was never going to stay on forever. What's hidden always finds a way to the surface. And this truth has been rising for a long time. You are ready now. Ready to face it. Ready to walk away from what no longer honors your path. You don't need closure. You need clarity. And that clarity is here. Stay grounded. You are walking into power. Type Amen to get blessing 771 that they were never prepared for you to evolve. They thought they could keep you in a version of yourself that needed them. But you have outgrown their deception. You see it now, in their eyes, their hesitation, their fear of your silence. They are not who they claimed to be. Their stories are starting to conflict. Their timelines no longer align. And soon, everything they built on lies will collapse. The truth is not waiting anymore. It's arriving, whether they are ready or not. Type Amen to get blessing 2077. You'll feel a strange calm as things fall apart. Not because you wanted this, but because your spirit finally feels validated. You never asked for perfection. You asked for honesty. But they gave you performance. You gave your soul. They gave you their shadow. And now, heaven is stepping in. Type Amen to get blessing 3880. There will be whispers around you. People might try to defend them. But trust what you know. You don't need everyone to understand your decision. You saw what others didn't. You felt what others ignored. That is your proof. You don't need to argue. You just need to stand firm in what you now know. Your peace is your power. Type Amen to get blessing 9124. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You were loyal to the version of them that never truly existed. The character they created was designed to earn your trust. But trust must be rooted in truth, and theirs never was. This pain will not break you. It will remake you. This is the storm that clears the air, not destroys the foundation. What's real in your life will remain. What's fake will fall away. Let it fall. Type Amen to get blessing 1550. They feel the distance growing now. They feel your light pulling away from their shadow. They know they can't hold your attention with half-truths anymore. You have become too aligned, too wise, too aware to be manipulated again. That scares them more than anything. They used to be able to predict you. Not anymore. The version of you they built comfort in no longer exists. You've risen. Quietly. Strongly. Unapologetically. Type Amen to get blessing 1888. Everything they hid behind, the words, the charm, the empty affection, is losing its grip. The mask is not just slipping, it's shattering. You may feel moments of doubt, flashes of memory, emotional swings, but don't let that distract you. Those are echoes from the old cycle trying to pull you back. Stay forward. Stay centered. Stay faithful to your knowing. You're not wrong for walking away from what disguised itself as love. Type Amen to get blessing 2090. They will try one last time. One final effort to reel you back in with tears or kindness or apologies that come too late. But your soul has already moved on. It no longer belongs in a house built by lies. You may remember the love you gave them. And that's okay. What matters now is what you're giving yourself. Peace. Protection. Power. Type Amen to get blessing 4044. Let the exposure do its work. Let the truth remove what was never aligned with your future. You don't need revenge. You don't need to explain. You just need to walk toward the freedom you were denied for so long. This is your release. This is your rising. This is your reclaiming. The mask has fallen. And what remains is your clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 7999. They will pretend nothing is happening. They'll act calm, act innocent, act confused. But inside, they know, it's over. They felt your energy shift. They sensed your discernment. And now, they are afraid of the silence more than they were ever afraid of the truth. Because your silence speaks volumes. It says, I see you. I no longer believe the mask. Type Amen to get blessing 6110. You are stepping into a realm where only truth can follow you. Only real love, real peace, and real intentions. No more illusions. No more emotional traps. No more bending yourself for someone who would never break for you. The mask was never meant to last. But your healing, it will last forever. This moment of revelation is your moment of rebirth. Type Amen to get blessing 1283. They may try to paint you as the villain. Twist the story to hide their shame. But don't defend what heaven has already revealed. The truth doesn't need your protection. It needs your trust. It will work on your behalf. Everything in the dark has already been commanded to come into the light. You won't have to lift a finger. Let the energy speak for you. Type Amen to get blessing 3707. You've shed tears no one saw. You held pain no one understood. You prayed for clarity when all you got were mixed signals. But now, everything is aligning. The answers, the exposure, the separation, it's all divine timing. This ending is not a loss. It's a rescue. The mask they wore is gone, and the light has returned to you. Type Amen to get blessing 4420. You gave them more chances than anyone else would have. Not because you were blind, but because you loved beyond their mistakes. You saw their soul, but they hid it behind too many lies. Now, you are done reaching into the fire just to save someone who lit the match. You've burned your fingers for the last time. This separation is your salvation. The mask falling isn't chaos, it's clarity. You are finally free to see what was there all along. Type Amen to get blessing 9921. You've crossed the threshold now. What you once tolerated, you'll never accept again. What once confused you now feels obvious. They can no longer access the version of you they manipulated. That door is locked. That chapter is sealed. You are walking in truth now. And it feels like exhaling after holding your breath too long. This is the relief you've waited for. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Let the silence between you be sacred. It's not emptiness, it's protection. What's not said is sometimes louder than what is. They know they lost access to your energy. They feel the shift. But they can't stop it. They had every chance to come clean. Instead, they chose the mask. And now, they're left with the consequences. While you walk forward unchained. Type Amen to get blessing 10003. You will glow differently now. Not because of revenge, but because of release. The truth didn't break you, it broke the illusion. And from the ashes of that lie, you are rising stronger than ever. This version of you doesn't need explanations. It doesn't need validation. It only needs freedom. And that's exactly what you've gained. Type Amen to get blessing 1450. They will remember your silence more than they ever remembered your words. They will feel your absence more deeply than they ever appreciated your presence. And that realization will echo in their spirit long after you've healed. You are no longer available for manipulation disguised as affection. You are no longer accessible to the version of them that wore the mask. The new you is protected. The new you is clear. The new you walks in the light, untouched by false intentions. Let them watch from the distance they created. Type Amen to get blessing 8899. The truth didn't destroy you. It liberated you. It peeled away everything fake and left you standing in raw, beautiful power. You now know the cost of ignoring your intuition. But more importantly, you now know the reward of trusting it. You are no longer guessing. You are no longer hoping they'll change. You've finally remembered who you are. And that memory is your greatest weapon. Type Amen to get blessing 6660. What they took for weakness was your mercy. What they called dramatic was your discernment. What they ignored will now echo louder than ever before. Let them sit with the truth. Let them face the mirror. You are not who you were when they met you, and they are no longer welcome in your future. Your heart still beats with softness, but now it's guarded by truth. And nothing fake will ever have access again. Type Amen to get blessing 5404. This is your time now. Time to rebuild. Time to rejoice. Time to reclaim what you gave to someone who wore a mask. The light has returned to you. Your energy is your own again. And heaven is aligning everything to favor your healing. There are new connections coming. Real love. Authentic bonds. Nothing forced. Nothing hidden. Because once the mask falls, so do your chains. Type Amen to get blessing 4000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.